boom, here we are, up in Atlas. Man, the dungeon of champions as well. And I'm going to focus more so on quads and how we can hit them to the maximum potential. Loads of ways of doing it, isolation, compounds, different exchanges as well. That's what we're going to run through. Let's see what's going on. So the emphasis is on the stretch and how we can utilise the quads to the maximum potential without the supporting muscles getting involved. And this works with anything as well, not just quads, any muscle that you're training. Most of the time the supporting muscles will take the emphasis off and you don't get the maximum development and the maximum growth. So make sure on these now we're focusing on that maximum pause at the bottom, stretching the muscle to the maximum potential, and then it's all about mind and muscle connection. So making sure you're engaging the quads throughout the whole movement. And for example, with the pendulum like I've just done, trying not to engage the glutes as much as I can. So it's all quads, so it's all about that mind and muscle connection, listening to the muscle, feeling it, and seeing what's working. So again, on here, it's a tough one this is, because generally your glutes will engage, but I'm going to put all the way down, pause, and make sure the quads are taking the load. Now through here, I'm tensing, I'm pausing, I'm tensing, and then I'm squeezing and I'm engaging the quads as much as possible. If I just do it like I always normally do it, I will support other muscle groups. So it's a very hard thing to practice and it takes time, but trying to engage that mind and muscle connection and feel what's working more and tensing. And if you don't know how to do it, just get up off the machine and tense it once, and just keep tensing it once, and then you'll recognise how to tense the quad in every other muscle. Oh yeah. And another thing to focus on as well is position of the feet. And when you're pushing, so for example on this one, if I want to engage the quads more, I'm pushing more so from the toes really, so round about the toes. If I want to engage the hamstrings and the glutes, it's from the heel. So positioning is massive. You've also got, the angle of the foot as well. But generally I like to go narrow, with more stress on the outer side, and that's what I'm focusing on. You'll notice I'm facing that way. The conventional way is obviously to stay forwards, but what I'm looking to do is change the angle and put the emphasis solely on the quads. And again, my supporting muscles can't support as much as they usually would because I'm in such an awkward position. And on top of that as well, after every, say, 4 to 6 weeks, that's when I'm looking to change up angles. So then I might come and face the other way as well. That's really, really important. A lot of people just throw in lots of different angles and just random. It might be 10 different angles a session. It might be just whatever, really random. And what happens is you can't adapt. Your body can't adapt. You're constantly looking to nail it on one different angle for a long period of time and then change it up. If you constantly change it up every session or every week, again, it doesn't give it enough time. You become very versatile, like a runner or a sprinter or a boxer. You become an all-rounder, and that's not where we're looking at when we're talking about development of the muscle. So developing the muscle is getting the body used to something and then something else. It's a hard thing for the ego to be able to get, progress and progress and progress and progress and then leave it completely. But that's what we need to do. I think there's too much variety in people's plans, too many exercises. One week they're doing this, next week they're doing that, and they're doing 10 different exercises. And again, we don't see growth and development from that. It's make sure you're logging it down. If you're doing squats, do that for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, wherever it may be, and then take it out completely. start again on something else. As long as you're progressing each week and you're getting those PBs, that's the most important thing. Squats, man, the holy grail of any leg exercise, trust me. It's one of those where it's just scary, it's got that fear factor in. You know that when you're coming back up, there is no stopping. On an isolation exercise, you can just stop, you can just give up. And it's one of those, and sometimes it happens, but with a squat, you have to get back up, and those are the ones where you develop the most muscle, because the muscle is under the most stress. Make sure you're coming all the way down now, get right down to the ground, a slight pause, you're stretching the muscle, you're stretching the fascia to the maximum potential, and then you're grinding your way back up. When you get to the top, assess it, see if you can go again, see if you need a squat, but make sure you put yourself through that hell. And remember, stay solid on squats, keep progressing on it, and when it's time to switch it up completely. Yeah, man, and that's it. Like I said, with legs, at the moment, I'm not going a high amount of sets, a high amount of reps. It's all about quality over quantity. As I get through it, because I'm looking to obviously drop body fat, as I get through it, I will get more in, I will get more sets, more reps, so it's a higher intensity as I get fitter. It's what my body can recover from. Obviously, I've had a little time for Christmas and stuff, I have to be sensible, don't want to burn out, I'm already feeling it to a sense, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be sensible and say, okay, cool, this amount of reps, this amount of sets is perfect for my body to recover from, and I can develop. Anything that's, you know, if I start doing like 10 sets, 20 sets, I'm just not going to recover, and the workout was completely pointless. But just make sure whatever you're eating, whether you're sleeping a certain amount, it matches your workout and what you can recover from. Make sure you're killing it, people.